Your ex is much more likely to choose you over the new person that they're talking to if you're demonstrating this one thing. So one of the things that people are notorious for doing in new conversations is sort of subconsciously calculating, not consciously, but subconsciously calculating, what that other person's status and value is, by taking a look at how at ease they are, the things that they say, the speed with which they talk, the eye contact, the body language, all these things. Everybody's getting sized up. And with the prospect of a new relationship or sex or companionship, a lot of people get really eager and they start trying too hard in these scenarios because it's not an everyday thing to meet somebody that you're into that also is into you. And this is why you have to be really, really patient when you're talking to somebody new. But most people don't have any kind of strength or emotional discipline. And if you have years of history with your ex and they mean a lot to you and you're watching these kind of videos, you're going to be willing to exercise a little bit of patience and emotional strength, whereas the new person is just going to follow their feelings and ultimately probably try too hard and blow that situation out of the water. Even if your ex has met somebody new and they've chosen to get in a relationship because that person didn't drive them off yet, it's likely that over the next 3 months, it's going to stand to be seen whether or not they're actually going to last, because those first 3 months, people hide things. They're hooked on the chemicals that the body gives you from a new relationship. And, not everybody's willing to communicate, cooperate, and work on their problems. So new relationships are very often failures. But all that aside, if you can just make your attention a little bit harder to get, just a little bit harder to get, than the person that your ex is talking to. So that way, if that person's, demonstrating weakness and they're starting to get unattracted and they kind of creep back to you and kind of start testing the waters with you, if your attention is harder to work for than that of that new person, you're going to go up in the eyes of your ex on the social ladder. So demonstrate some restraint in your texting. Don't seem cold or indifferent, but when you're texting, don't be so quick to reply. Don't send big text bubbles, bigger than theirs every single time. Let that person initiate the text and simply respond from there as they're asking for your attention. So if you make your attention harder to get than that of the new person's, your ex is much more likely to choose you if they come back around and start talking to you again.